Today we're going to cover the 4 basic punches of boxing to help everybody get started. They're the jab, the cross, the hook, and the uppercut. In later videos we'll cover them a little bit more in depth, but this is your introductory video just to get started. The first one we'll start with is the jab, which is going to be my left hand if I'm a right-handed or orthodox fighter. Now with all these punches, the most important thing you can do is make sure that you always keep your guard up. When someone starts, they tend to have the habit of firing from your chest, but as you can see, that leaves me open. So as I'm a beginner, I want to make sure that I glue these hands nice and high, and when I fire, the other hand, the one I'm not punching with, doesn't drop. You may want to practice this in front of a mirror, or if you have an instructor who can come by and tell you when you do this. So we're just going to lead with the jab. Comes off my lead leg, I'm going to rotate just a little bit, fire straight in, and bring it back in a straight line. We don't want to come down or around this way, which is a common error many beginners have. So we're going to make sure it comes in and straight back, and straight back, and straight back. The next punch is our power punch, and this is a cross. The power from this punch comes from our hips. Watch when I punch. It's all the rotation. You'll see my belt move. This is what generates the power, and the hand is what delivers it. Straight back and straight. The next punch we're going to cover is the lead hook. All right, now this is probably the hardest punch I have teaching my students because everybody thinks it's a large arm movement. The problem is it leaves me open and I'm wasting a lot of time, and it's very easy to see and block or even counter. I want to make sure this hand's up. I'm going to pretend that my arm's fractured, that it's broke, and it's in a sling. I'm going to keep it nice and tight to my body, and all the power's generated through this rotation. Some people you'll see holding the glove like this when they strike. Some will hold it like this. Neither one is more correct than the other. It's just what you're comfortable with. Remember, arm stays straight and it's a big rotation. The last punch we're going to cover today is an uppercut. There's 3 Ds to every uppercut. We're going to drop our body nice and low. We're going to dip this lead shoulder and we're going to drive straight up. If his hands were up, this punch would come right up through the middle. It's common for new people to cut this at a diagonal, but as you can see, I would be catching elbow. So I want to make sure I really dip that shoulder and it drives straight up his zipper. Looks like this on the pad. Drop, dip, keep this hand up, and drive. 4 together make your basic combination. It's going to be your jab, cross, hook, and uppercut. One more time, notice every punch sets me up. I'm rotating for the next punch. Now I can rotate this way, and now I can come straight up. A little bit faster. Good. Excellent. Once again, that's our 4 basic punches. Hopefully that gives you a good start towards your boxing or MMA career.